Milla from Runner Girl. We're going to start a new series that focuses on common runner problems. This week we're teaming up with KSV Fitness and we're going to talk a little bit about mobility and how you get some of that stress in your shoulders and in your back. There's some common quick exercises that you can do. So let's take about 6 minutes and learn about things that you can do right at home.
Hi, this is Kurt at KSV Fitness, and I'm here with Milla from Runner Girl, and what we're going to talk about today is some postural issues that runners tend to develop over an extended period of time of running. In this case, Milla has what's known as upper cross syndrome. So if you'll face me, you just put your arms to your side, what you'll see is Milla has kind of a forward head, forward shoulders, and that's going to give her a little bit of a stooped posture, which would be considered an upper cross syndrome. All right. What that means is that those shoulder blades are protracted, they're pulled apart. So if you'll face away from the camera for me, what you'll see is you tend to have the shoulder blades that won't retract very effectively. Go ahead and squeeze your shoulder blades together. When they do retract, you see the shrugging up in the trap. So you get this kind of scrunched up kind of appearance right here. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to see if we can't correct that a little bit, fix it, bring it back into postural alignment. And some things that I brought along to help with that is our trusty Do Everything foam roller, but we're not going to be foam rolling today. This is just going to give us something to stabilize and squeeze with the shoulder blades. And my other piece of equipment here is the elastic band, the Rage Fitness Big Giant Rubber Band, in about a light to medium tension here. Are you excited?
I'm excited!
Very cool. If you do something over and over and over again, you get really, really good at it, but then your body develops movement patterns to make you more effective and efficient at that movement. And then so what happens is we kind of lose that mobility of the shoulder. We lose the mobility in the thoracic spine. We lose the mobility in the hips. So we're going to see if we can't fix some of that stuff today.
And Kurt, doesn't that cause more injury as well?
It does, because if you look at running posture, so go and face me again and kind of bring the hands up in about an average running posture, what's going to happen is you're going to wind up leaning forward into your run, okay? And what that's going to do is that's going to put a lot of stress on the neck, that's going to put a lot of stress on the muscles in the thoracic spine, which is going to lead to problems in the lumbar spine. That also means that you're constantly trying to hold yourself up while you're running, which is going to lead to a lot more fatigue. If you're running for an hour or more, the last thing you want to do is fatigue early because you're wasting excess energy just trying to hold yourself upright. All right, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to have Milla lay out, and she's going to lay on her back on top of the foam roller with her tailbone on one end and resting the head on the other. We want to be able to rest the head comfortably, so ladies, if you got the hair in a bun or a ponytail, it might be time to put it up top or move it to the side. So what we're going to do with the elastic band is we're going to try and create some tension in the shoulder blades. We're going to try and teach those shoulder blades how to retract and pinch the foam roller that Milla's laying on top of. So hold on to this, and you can hold it about 2 feet apart. Arms are straight, and we're going to go lock the elbows out, we're right over the chest. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pull down and you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades. You're going to try and squeeze that foam roller while keeping the arms straight. So lock them out, and then as you pull down, you're also going to tighten up your latissimus and then relax. So we're going to do a couple of reps here. Keep the arms vertical, and then squeeze. There we go. So what you can see happening here is Milla is contracting not only the shoulder blades. Go ahead and do another one. So we're going to do a couple of reps here. You're going to hold it for about 3 or 4 seconds. And as she's contracting the shoulder blades and squeezing that foam roller, she's also tightening up the latissimus dorsi. So the lats right under here, we're trying to pull down, and we're trying to pull those shoulders deep into a pocket or deep into the torso while she's retracting. And we're going to do about 10 reps like this. So all we want to do is focus on squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to still use the band. We've got 3 exercises here that we're going to run through. We're going to go a little bit wider on the grip. So we're going to come apart on the grip. So we've got a grip like we would use for, like, say, a real wide bench press. And from here, again, with the elbows locked out, the arms nice and straight, we're going to pull down. We're going to pull that band down across the chest, and then slowly release and come up. Give yourself a little more length here, so you know, widen them up a little bit. Keep the elbows locked out, pulling down, kind of high in the chest, and then up. Down, and then up. Once again, we're trying to squeeze, we're trying to pinch that foam roller with the shoulder blades. So it's not so much about working the arms or getting the back of the shoulders to work. It's about getting those shoulder blades to pull back and retract. Right there. You're shrugging the shoulders up just a little bit. Really think about, again, using the latissimus to pull the shoulders down. So not only are the shoulder blades coming together, but we're trying to pull them and retract them downward as well. Like we're trying to put those shoulder blades into our back pocket. We're trying to keep the arms vertical here, so we don't want the arms to fall forward. We don't want to raise them up overhead. That'll come later. All right, we'll call that 10. So what we're going to do next, you're going to bring the hands to a grip that's a little bit wider than shoulder width. Just how big are your shoulders here? Bring them in a little bit closer together. And you're going to bring it down, you're going to bring the band down, and we're going to pretend that we're going to do an overhead press like we have a bar. So you're going to bring it down to the chin, you're going to bring it underneath the chin, right across the collarbones, and we're going to try and drop the elbows and point the elbows at your feet. There we go. Get some tension on the band. Now you're going to press overhead. There we go. We're trying to lock the elbows out, keep that tension, and get the hands as far back overhead as we can. We see we're running out of room here. We're running out of length in the muscles. Bring it back down. So if we have protracted shoulders, then keep going. Raise them up overhead. We're already starting to see that we're getting a little bit further back overhead. In a perfect world, what we should be able to do is go all the way up and reach back and touch the ground with our knuckles behind us.
Not happening today.
No. But it's getting better. Reach, and then pull back. One more time. Okay, so now that we've had a chance to run through that exercise, what I typically recommend is, let's say, 3 sets of 10 with each exercise. How do you feel right now? How do the shoulders feel?
Good. They feel better.
Raise the hands up overhead. You see, let's go ahead and turn towards profile of me. We can see that we're able to get the hands a little further back, a little higher up overhead. So what we've done is relaxed. We've released, we've got a little more length in pec minor, pec major. We've got the shoulder blades to squeeze together a little bit more effectively, a little more scapular retraction, got the latissimus to fire off. So we're going to turn towards the rear, face away from the camera. And we can see that Milla's shoulder blades are coming together. We can see the shoulder blades. Go ahead and drop the shoulders and pull them forward a little bit. When you can't see the shoulder blades, when somebody's standing up tall and you can't even see a shoulder blade, you know they've got a problem back there. Go ahead and relax, head up. And now we see that nice little outline of the scapula on each side, so we know that we're getting a little bit more retraction and we bring things back into better alignment. All right.
I like that it's easy too. You can do this right at home, bring a couple things and...
You can. There's not a lot of equipment here. Most people are going to have a foam roller. Picking one of these up from, you can spend big bucks on these. You can also get something like this from Target or Walmart or Sports Authority for about 25 bucks. The band, most people will have something elastic. I don't recommend the exercise tubing. The tubing is too elastic, it's too stretchy. We want something with a little more tension on it. The tension is what's going to really allow us to feel that retraction. We want to work against some resistance.
Great.
Very good.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Again, this is Kirk, KSV Fitness, Milla from Runner Girl, and if you have any questions, please feel free.